Hello everybody, Mobius1 here, bringing you my reaction to Star Wars The Book of Boba Fett, Episode 6. I know I'm a little late to this, and I had to be upfront with everybody. I've been a little spoiled. I saw a YouTube thumbnail of a certain character from a certain series, animated series, that has been out for a while. Apparently makes his live-action debut in this episode. So I'm sorry, I'm getting this out of the way first. I want you all to know that I'm being authentic. Those of you who I'm talking to, you know who I'm talking to. But yeah, I don't want anyone to think that these reactions are disingenuous. So yes, I am aware that there's going to be a character that shows up in this. I don't know when or how or any of the context. I don't know anything that happens in this episode. So other than that character is in it. So that's it. With that out of the way, where are we? It's been a while. I just remember absolutely falling in love with the fact that Mando got himself an N1, despite the fact that it looks like some junked up, jury-rigged version of an N1. It basically is. It's like a zombie N1, just put together with whatever parts they could find. But it's still pretty cool. That scene of him flying, I've watched it like 10 times now, and it still gives me goosebumps. It's such a good scene. There's something about flying in Star Wars that I love. It's so cool to watch. Anyway, we're getting right into this because I'm already late. The finale's coming out in 3 days, 2 or 3 days. And yeah, I'm probably going to be a little late to that, but I'm going to do my best to avoid spoilers. I want to get this out so I can prepare myself and make some predictions, which are probably going to be wrong. But that's the fun, right? This is a full-length reaction, as I've said in my previous videos in this series. I'm not doing edited versions for YouTube because it takes way too much time, and these videos don't get enough views for it to be worth it anyway. But for those of you that don't want to sit through the entire episode's length worth of reacting, I do have timestamps in the video description so that you could jump to the end and just hear my thoughts on the episode. That way you don't have to literally watch along with me. But if you do want to watch along with me, please queue up your own version of the episode in another tab. They're going to start at 0 seconds. This is Book of Boba Fett, Episode 6, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. I love how she tied that too, so that it looks like his ears. Does he know where Grogu is even? Because Luke took him at the end of season 2 of Mando, and I didn't think that he would actually tell him where they're going. So does that mean we're getting another Mando episode and we're not going back to Boba Fett just yet? That's what it sounds like to me. Which I'm down for that. Uh, it almost feels like we've started Mandalorian season 3 early, which is totally cool. No, we're on Tatooine still. Pikes. And it's an ice cream maker. Oh, my man. That's a callback. Oh, that was fast. I mean, honestly, the dude's probably as good as dead anyway, so he could have like drove behind him and pulled a gun on him. But what's he gonna do with the spice? No. No, that's so much money's worth. From the desert comes a stranger. I forget that dude's name. Something Vance? Cobb Vance, I think. I would watch a whole episode of just him flying around in this thing. What planet is this? I love the HUD. Or the instruments, rather. R2D2? No. Are we going to see Luke again? I mean, that would make sense. That's obviously what's going on here. I've always wondered how droids can maneuver on natural surfaces like this. Like, what if he gets like twigs or something or leaves stuck in his little wheel joints? It has to be a very clean surface. Or his tires have to be like really sturdy. What the F is that? At first I thought it was Grogu lifting rocks. What the hell are these little spider looking things? This is how the pyramids must have been built. Is this supposed to be... This has to be them constructing Luke's academy. This isn't Yavin. Is this Yavin? I see bamboo. Okay. Wait, could this be Tython? There he is. Wow. You know, he doesn't look bad. They did a good job. We'll see what he looks like when he moves. Oh no. Is he gonna try and eat it again? Yep. He did it. Like, I'm afraid to talk. I don't want to talk over him. It sounded like him. I think that looks really good. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that are like, "Rawr, it looks nothing like him." Like, I can tell that it's not him, but it's pretty darn close. The hair is a little unusual. No, I don't know. Is he really just gonna give him a... Oh. I thought he was feeding him. Take your pick. No, we're not. The voice is good. I'm gonna get flashback of Baby Yoda baby? Yo. Order 66 flashback? So he was there? That looks so good. So who is carrying him is the question. Yeah, the more I hear him, the less it sounds like Mark Hamill. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not as much of a critic as most people, but I think it sounds and looks really good. Good enough for me. Oh shit! What's she doing here? Yep. You're not gonna let him see him? Hmm. Damn. It's true, though. Did he really just fist bump? Damn, that's sad. Oh. Damn, that almost got me. Yes. I knew that's what I was going to say. It's so good. This is actually kind of amazing. Man. Man, the music is so good. I'm so glad that's a puppet too. It looks so much better than if it was CGI. It's not gonna give him PTSD. Hello, remote. Think he's a little young for that. Aw. There you go. Oh my god. This is hilarious. Uh-oh. Aw. Was that good? Like, this isn't even... That's actually something that I never put together. That's so interesting. When she said she was part of the family earlier, I never even really put two and two together that his father was her master. I can't believe I never connected that. I actually feel disappointed in myself for not connecting that. I was about to say, this isn't even like Mando season 3 anymore. This is like the Book of Grogu episode 1, which I'm sure everybody would watch. Are we actually going to see Boba Fett in this episode? Here he comes. With who? The group of people that he trained in that one episode? Oh, is this where Cobb Vance is going to come back into play? That's pretty awesome. Jawa with the Krayt Dragon skull and the Sandcrawler. Who's this guy? But this little town wasn't. They weren't a group of soldiers. Vanth, not Vance. Deputy, huh? Hell yeah, it is. Hmm. Can I take a ride in your Starfighter? I like the rib cage. How'd they get it in there, though? I mean, obviously, the start of the episode, we saw that he's got an issue with the Pikes already, so. Alright, I was wondering when he was going to show up. Some like Wild West shit going on here. Oh, I can't wait to see how good he looks. Yo, tell me he's gonna get shot though. Damn. Oh, he's dead. Dude. Beautiful. No way. Don't do it, dude. Don't do it, dude. Oh, he's so dead. No! Dude. I didn't see where he got shot. Did he get shot in the arm? Like the shoulder? Could he be okay? Because he only got hit once. Yeah, he's gonna be fine. I knew the deputy was dead, though. That was some good, the bad, and the ugly shit right there. I love the droid drummer. They left whatever they brought in. Did they just plant a bomb? Yep. Oh, that's unfortunate. There's a very subtle Rey theme there, wasn't it? We're gonna see what it is. Oh, a little chainmail. Damn. Use the Force and grab both of them at the same time. They're not gonna show us. No. Alright. Alright, so episode 6, pretty damn good. I still think I might like... I don't know, I think I might like the last episode better, but this episode was still really good. Like I said in the episode, it almost seems like this was the Book of Grogu episode 1 more than it was Book of Boba Fett or Mandalorian season 3. We spent a lot of time watching Grogu train, which I loved the juxtaposition of Luke training Grogu the same way or in very similar ways that Yoda trained him. He had heard a lot of the same lines, you know, or Luke's versions of lines from Yoda in the training. We saw him running around doing flips and stuff with Grogu in a backpack, just like Yoda. Like, yeah, you guys saw the parallels. I thought that was super cool. It's neat to see Luke putting his Jedi Temple or Jedi Academy together, although I wish they told us what planet it was on. I'm sure that that information is out there on like Wikipedia or something, but I'm not familiar. I'd have to look it up and see what it was. The Order 66 flashback was amazing. I have a feeling we might see more of that in the future. I feel like it's kind of like how they teased us with flashbacks of Din Djarin's, I don't want to say origin story, but like the Mandalorians rescuing him or Death Watch rescuing him from the super battle droids in Mando Season 1. We might get something like that with Grogu, where we keep evolving this flashback of Order 66 to see how he managed to escape the temple, like who got him out. It can't be, like, I'm trying to think of Jedi that we know. I don't think it's going to be anyone we know, or it's going to be like some side character that we know exists in Star Wars canon, but like hasn't been in the mainstream spotlight. Like I highly doubt it's gonna be anyone like Mace Windu or something that, you know, we knew Mace Windu was dead before Order 66 happened, so it can't be him unless Dave Filoni's gonna somehow revive Mace Windu I highly doubt that, but I mean, it's my guess is as good as anybody's at this point. The scene with Ahsoka talking to Mando while they were looking up at Luke and Grogu on the hill, like, I came real close to tearing up. Just the music and the way they framed everything, like, it was so touching. It was actually really, really beautiful. And then follow that up with the scene of, like, him jumping away from the remote and, like, actually, like, getting good at his powers, and the music that played, again, was just super, super touching. Really, really love that. I do actually think that part of the reason why Mandalorian was, in my opinion, so far a better show than Book of Boba Fett was the inclusion of Grogu. I mean, obviously everybody loves the little guy, but, like, there's something, I don't know, I think it was just a more interesting story of, like, this badass warrior being, like, the father figure to a baby. I mean, I don't think if anybody pitched that idea, like I just said it, that most Star Wars fans would be like, hell yeah, let's watch that. But here we are, and it was, it's really, really interesting, and it's a nice little duo to watch. And mixing the badass with the cutesy Grogu stuff, it somehow just works. So I think Book of Boba Fett has kind of been missing out on that. Like, we get a little bit of it with the Tusken tribe that, rescued him, but it's not quite the same. That being said, I'm glad that it seems like, at least for the season finale, because next week's episode is the last episode in the series, we're actually getting back to the Boba Fett stuff, because it was really awkward that in a 7-episode season, 2 of those episodes featured almost zero Boba Fett. I'm not complaining, I'm just kind of raising an eyebrow at it. Then when Mando said that he might be able to help find foot soldiers, I thought that he was going to go back to the planet from Mando Season 1, Episode 3. Was it 3 or 4? Probably 4. One of the early episodes in Mando Season 1 where he trained those, like, farmers to fight against the pirates with the ATST. I mean, that right there seems like a more organized army or militia than the dudes in Mos Pelta or Freedom City or whatever they call it, Freetown. I mean, it's definitely would take a lot more time for them to somehow travel to that planet and bring all those people back to Tatooine, whereas, this little Dust Bowl Wild West town is actually on Tatooine. So I see how logistically that makes sense, but yeah, fighting a crate dragon and fighting against all those pirates or mercenaries or whatever they were, they're a little different. And then at the end, we get the reveal, which was the character that I was spoiled on, Cad Bane. Now, I'm glad that he was in this as short as he was. I think it's smart for them to keep him kind of mysterious. They didn't even say his name. So if you're not familiar with Star Wars, the Clone Wars, or Star Wars Rebels, you'd have no idea who this character was. His name is Cad Bane. He's a Duros bounty hunter. In the animated series, he's a little bit more blue, and I think his face is a little bit taller. His face seemed kind of scrunched in this, but, I mean, we don't really see that many live-action Duros, so I think it's okay. Like, I thought he looked good. I thought he looked as good as, CGI deepfake Luke Skywalker. Like, or Ahsoka. People were up in arms about what Ahsoka looks like in live action because, like, her head tentacle things weren't as long as they are in the animated series or whatever. Like, yeah, the Clone Wars and Rebels, they're stylized, so things in those aren't going to match up one-to-one with what it looks like in live action. I thought he looked good. He was definitely recognizable. Voice, not exactly like he sounds like in the show, or in the animated shows, but good still. Again, recognizable. Is missing the little toothpick or whatever that he chews on. But I think maybe they thought that might be too limiting, I guess, in the mouth movements. I loved how sharp his fangs were. They looked really menacing. And his eyes were so red. That was really, really cool, especially the fact that he kept the brim of his hat down to cover his eyes up for the first part of the conversation. Yeah, I knew that the deputy was going to die. I did not expect Marshall to get shot, but I think the way that ended, I think he's going to come back. I think he'll be okay. I don't think he's dead. The deputy's dead. Like, he's dead for sure. So if the town, needed a reason to help Boba Fett drive the Pike syndicates off the planet, this was, there's your There's your reason right there. It's been so long since I've watched Clone Wars, I don't actually remember where Cad Bane was left. Well, actually, no, he was in, spoiler alert, I guess, for Bad Batch. He shows up in Bad Batch. So I guess technically, was he in Rebels? Shoot, I can't remember if he was in Rebels. It's been so long since I watched that series. Bad Batch might be the last time that we've seen him, and this takes place way later. So I don't think we know anything about Cad Bane's whereabouts or activities during all of the original trilogy. So a lot could have happened to him. A lot probably has happened to him. He's much, much older. This is going to be super interesting. I hope they don't kill him off in the finale. Like, I hope he becomes a more permanent character in further, like, future seasons. But yeah, I'm not sure. And then lastly, ending with the choice for Grogu between the Mandalorian and the Jedi. I don't know which he's going to choose. I think, again, I have to make a prediction, and I'm going to say he's going to go with the Mando. I'm going to say he gives up becoming a Jedi and goes back to be number 2 in the, what was the beast called? The Mudhorn Mandalorian clan that he's got the little thing on his shoulder. I just think that makes more sense for a couple of reasons. One, it gives us more stuff to enjoy with Mandalorian Season 3. I think it would be really hard for them to continue the series without him. But also, more importantly, I think, is the fact that we don't see Grogu or hear from him in the sequel trilogy, which I think if he stuck around and became a Jedi, we probably would have seen or heard more of him. So as far as that goes, I mean, I'm sure that could be retconned with something, but, you know, maybe he goes off to a different world and does his own thing, or goes out into the Outer Rim or expansion region or unknown regions, I mean, or whatever. Who knows? They could do whatever they want, but I think just from a storytelling point of view, it makes more sense for him to go back and be with the Mandalorian. If he does go that route, I don't know how Luke would respond. I think Luke would be disappointed, but I think Ahsoka might actually be proud of him, considering Ahsoka left the Jedi Council and doesn't quite agree with the, Jedi philosophies. I think she might actually approve of him giving up becoming a Jedi to be with somebody that he loves. But who knows? Leave a comment down below if you guys, first of all, what you thought of the episode, and second of all, who you think Grogu's going to choose. If you think he's going to take the armor and become baby Mandalorian, or if he's going to grab the lightsaber and, follow in the footsteps of Master Yoda. Either way, the finale's shaping up to be really interesting. It's disappointing that cantina or casino, whatever that was at the end, was just blown up, because I like the characters in there. I like the environment. There's a lot of really cool stuff to see every time we saw the interior of that shot. Lots of different alien species and stuff like that. But, yeah, now it doesn't exist. Maybe that'll cause some of the other factions in the city to join Boba Fett and help get rid of the Pikes. Or they'll blame it on him. So that's it for episode 6. Again, I'm probably gonna be a little late on getting the finale reaction out, but I will do my best to avoid spoilers. Again, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Mobius1 here, and I'll see you next time.